A returning story about a terrible surveillance state, and it's not the US. Jon has this not so critical update.
Stumbled upon this Guardian article on Reddit, and there was a sticky note or whatever it's called, a tag next to the post saying this is like a misrepresented, misleading title. But then I read it, and it's not very misleading, to be honest. So the gist is that a returning traveler was made to hand over phones and PIN codes to the Australian Border Force, and upon returning from a flight. And the story is that this guy came back from a 10-day trip, and the border police stopped him, brought him into a secondary interrogation room, and made him hand over his phone and write his passcode on a piece of paper. And if I recall correctly, the phone was away from him for 30 minutes, probably enough time for something like Celebrate or another data dump device to be used, and then it was handed back to him. Now, inside of the borders of Australia, once you're in, it is illegal for police to do this. They have to get a warrant. But I guess the border police have an exception to the rule because they need to know about every single thing you're bringing into the country. That includes digital goods. So, to protect the nation from people smuggling in pictures of their fucking beach vacation. So I wanted to touch on this because we've heard of countries like China do this. China will take you into a room, they'll grab your devices, and they'll basically say, you will unlock these for us, or we were going to sit here for a long time. Or alternatively, you're going to unlock these for us, or you're withholding evidence, and you're going to be put into jail, or you'll be deported from the country. You will not be allowed entry. I think it really depends on your citizenship.
And what made this
China?
What made this kind of an update is, I guess we didn't talk about exactly the same story, but several weeks, maybe even months ago now, we talked about this story where a surveillance bill was kind of jammed through Parliament that created 3 new types of search warrants that police had available to get access to electronic information. But with respect to this specific story, this is an article from 2018 that's basically saying the same thing was going on then. Australia historically has been known for very poor privacy laws and protections. So I don't know, that you said you came across it on Reddit. It's not that this is necessarily something new today. It got somebody's attention today, but this has been going on for a long time. And Australia has a bad history with surveillance. However, an excellent track record with COVID. Not sure if those are related.
Not that good. Not that good lately, eh?
No, I thought they were still strong.
I'm pretty sure. No, they just opened up and said everyone can have it. Everyone here, you get Omicron, everyone gets Omicron.
I heard that was planned. I didn't realize it happened already. I thought they were going to do that because they were still literally under control.
No, I think they did it because they're like sick of lockdown or sick of controlling it. But my point is this: Australia isn't China. And that's why it's like, just like our reactions to that original or that article you linked from back a couple months ago, it feels like this is a country. Maybe they've painted the picture that they're actually part of the free world.
Maybe they painted the picture. I think this is one of those situations like where you love a company so much.
Yeah.
And they have such a great brand reputation. You think they never fuck you over. And then finally you find out that actually they've been making their lorry drivers piss in bottles. And they're really kind of terrible people. It's the same thing with Australia. They've just got a good brand, and actually they're just as bad as probably every government's doing this. I mean, why wouldn't they, right?
aren't Peter's dad a lorry driver is essentially a taxi driver here in the U.S.
No, it's not. A lorry driver is a lorry is an I don't even know what a truck, right?
Yeah, truck driver.
Truck driver.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you think a lorry was a taxi?
yeah. Is
Oh,
that not
come
true?
on, Mike. I mean, I thought you were more worldly than that.
Based on
Mike
what?
is like, where
Have I ever given that impression?
call in a lorry.
I've got to get you over to Europe sometime, mate. Honestly, you've got to come just so I can show. A lorry. There's a tongue twister. Do you know the tongue twister? Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. I can't even do 2 times.
Nope.
Say red lorry,
Red lorry,
yellow lorry.
yellow lorry.
Say them both together.
Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry,
Now say it
yellow lorry.
There you go.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need an
Tongue
entire
twisters
episode of us doing tongue twisters. That'll be fun.
Tongue twisters.
Yeah,
I think
that
that would
would
get
be
I
so
fun.
wonder-
many views.
I don't know if I can find it in real time, but I'm wondering like what their like happiness rating is in Australia because they have this security state. Possibly why they successfully dealt with COVID is because they could quickly move into a lockdown state. It does sound kind of authoritarian. I wonder how happy people are there.
Well, they actually
So
had a
let's
lot of
just
problems
speculate.
in Australia. There was a lot.
did have a lot of
I know
problems.
a little bit about it because all the different
Protests,
states
riots.
in Australia had different rules, and they had all these situations where, like, one state was barring entry from another state, and that they were kind of fighting amongst each other, and it was very very American actually. So
No guns there
I mean, really? Do the police have
in
guns?
Australia.
I
Yeah,
think
they have
do.
very strict gun laws there. I'm nearly certain.
Okay.
12th happiest country in 2021.
According
Okay.
to AustralianFacts.com. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
The
just
World
I guess I
Happiness
just wanted to
Report,
touch-
John.
Okay. I just wanted to cover on this again because it's kind of like shame on you again. Can't believe you're doing
Yeah.
this. Maybe I'll never go into Australia because if you can just make me do that, then that's not going to happen.
But then we get back to Mike's thing of like, well, you should just accept that that's the way you get the benefits you get of going to Australia are okay.
No, that is the most sensitive part of my life. You don't get to just scan a copy.
Well,
Next
what,
to
you
my
mean
own
your
brain.
phone?
My phone.
Okay.
My phone has everything on it about me. Everything. My whole life is on my phone. Why
Maybe
would
that's
I
the
hand
problem.
that over?
I think
You know?
maybe you should keep so much of your life on the phone.
Well, so in the article, it goes on. The guy goes on to say that in the next time, he's just going to wipe his phone on the flight before he lands.
That's what people do. They take 2 devices.
Yeah.
They hide one up their bum and they hand
What?
over the clean one. That's what I've heard. I don't know.
Search
why
Peter thoroughly when he goes through customs.
That's
I think I brought this with me this time. Did I?
I don't know if I could.
Oh,
know.
didn't. I don't
Bring
think
yourself
I
to
my
win.
mini
Oh,
phone.
yeah. Oh, we
Right
get
up
to watch
there.
Peter do something in real time again. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Here we
You talk
go.
about
Yeah, take your
yourself.
time,
Talk
Peter.
about
Take
yourself.
your time. Take
I
your
don't
time.
think I've
Take
got
your
it.
time, Peter.
I think I've got it
No
anyway.
rush, Peter. Peter, no rush. No rush, Peter.
My
Take your
cable
time.
bag.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so
No pressure, Peter. You just have to find it anytime
I don't
now.
have
Take
it.
your time.
Oh my god, where is it?
Take your
Okay, I
time.
give up. That's it. Sorry, I don't have it. I can't work under this pressure, man. Jesus.